When I read the letter, because it was printed obviously in the papers, although, you know, you had a terrible time and with your parents and both drug addicts, but I felt an enormous amount of love when I read that, which sounds strange to say because you're saying, you know, thank you for never being there for me, almost. Is there a love there for your parents?
Absolutely. I absolutely love my parents and I'll always continue to love them and support them. And you know, I'm not here to criticise them. I'm in no position to judge them for the choices that they've made, but I'm here to just show positivity and that you can choose positive things in your life and choose happiness and, you know, escape that cycle that sometimes society tells you is your fate.
Yes, yes.
You see, funny, I do not see what Ruth saw on that. I see a letter that is like you would write to an ex, which says, hey, look what you're missing. And you start by saying, thank you for the sweetest member of our family, which is your lad, Justin Cameron, right? Don't worry about him, no matter what the circumstances or in years to come. Don't worry too much because he'll never be alone. You say, Dad, remember when you didn't let me turn on the central heating? Well, or having the lights on. It's like Blackpool illuminations in here. Mum, thank you for that day you couldn't make it to take Justin to his first day of school. I mean, you could read that as sarcastic. Thank you for not being there to wave goodbye as I jetted off to Uganda for the trip of a lifetime. There's hurt there, Chelsea, whatever way you're dressing this up.
So why did you write it? What made you want to do that and do it so public?
Yeah, absolutely. The reason that I wanted to write that is to get a message out to other young people that, you know, because of external circumstances in their life, you know, that's not their fate. And people may see that as a sarcastic tone or of hurt. That's an absolute, genuine thank you letter of gratitude because I wouldn't be the person I am today, someone that tries to be independent with ambition and drive if I wasn't in those circumstances.
When did you realise that your parents were different? Because, you know, lots of children you say, actually, we didn't really know until you went to school, you went back to someone else's house, that there was a problem, because that's all you know. When did you realise that something was wrong?
I think at a very young age I was aware of, you know, drug use and things like that, just from, you know, seeing my friends' parents not acting in that way and some sort of police involvement at the home and things like that. So
how bad was their drug addiction?
You know, it had spells. There were ups and there were downs, and it wasn't something as a child that completely consumed my life, but definitely there were occasions where it was quite traumatic.
Chelsea, why did you not fall into the same habits or copy their behaviour?
Yeah. I've had a lot of support from the church I attend. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and that's had a massive impact in my life to have a belief and to have faith and to know that there's a greater plan. And
that church became your parent, really, didn't it?
Did you go looking for that?
No, absolutely not. No. That just kind of fell into my life and it's played a massive part in that. But the church has really been my family and supported me so much and given me opportunities to develop my skills and build friendships and become the person I am today.
Did you end up having to kind of become the parent a lot of the time then? Because a lot of children with parents with problems say, I often felt like I was looking after them. Or was there normality as well in between the drug taking?
There was definitely normality in between the drug taking. There was times that I had to be independent and be responsible, but there was some normality, yes.
But did you come home sometimes and find them completely out of it on drugs together? Was it something they did together?
Yeah, there were occasions like that, yeah. Right.
I know you haven't spoken to your mum for a year, so that is still a difficult relationship. And so she hasn't spoken about this, but she did speak to the Dundee Evening Telegraph, and she said, no child should ever have to go through what Chelsea did and live that kind of life. I'm ashamed and upset at my behaviour, and I'm so sorry and so proud of her. How do you think that relationship will go with your mum now in future going forward, now she's seen that letter that you've written?
Yeah, I hope to get in touch with my mum, and I want my parents to know that I'm always there to support and love them. I'm in no position to judge anyone that takes drugs, and I hope to extend support to anybody in that situation. You know, everyone's a human being, they're entitled to love and respect, and that's what I'm hoping to offer.
And that's what you're hoping to offer. What are you hoping to offer people who would find themselves in a family that is torn apart by drugs or has got that problem? Indeed, it doesn't have to be drugs, it goes some other addiction, gambling or domestic violence or something like that. What would you say to them?
I would encourage anyone that has any sort of negative you know, circumstance in their life to find something that they're passionate about, to find something that they love doing. And if you open your eyes, there are opportunities that you can take and you run with them. You grab them with both hands and you choose the life that you want to have.
Well, I hope you're inspirational to many people, whatever their age, whatever their situation,
Thank you.
watching today. Continue to enjoy life. And would it be a dream one day to have that reconciliation with not mum and dad together, obviously, but, you know, separately? Is that your dream?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Well, I know sadly your dad's had another spell in prison, hasn't he? So I know you say you're always there to support him. So we hope that all goes well and that he gets the help he needs as well. But you're an absolute inspiration. It's so lovely to meet you. And I read that letter, I thought, what an extraordinary girl you must be. And good luck with everything else that's ahead of you in the future.